and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Chill Talk. Before we begin this video, I want to say I hope you all had a great holiday. I hope you had a Merry Christmas, a great Kwanzaa, great Hanukkah, and of course a Happy New Year's with your loved ones. And once again, Happy New Year's. It's now officially 2018. I can't freaking believe there's so much shit to look forward to this year. For me, it's Avengers, Black Panther, Spider-Man game, and there's just a lot of nitty-witty stuff. So we're going to try to do something different this season with Let's Chill Talk. I want to try and do different sort of, methods of shooting an episode. So there'll be audio episodes. Sometimes I'll be sitting down, sometimes I'll be standing up. It really just depends what my mood is. And today we're going to be doing a little bit more of a standing up episode because I'm lazy as fuck apparently because I've been sitting down my ass for the past few days. And so let's get down to it. So today I want to talk about New Year's resolutions. And generally for me, do they really matter anymore? Because for me and my close group of friends, I haven't heard anyone even plan any New Year's resolutions. I feel like for someone of my age, I am now currently 20 at the time of this video's posting. Could be older if you see it much later. New Year's resolutions don't mean anything to me because I just generally focus on what I want to do for the year. I want to, goals. Like, for me this year, I do want to lose weight. I do want to get this channel to get more subscribers, to get more fans involved, to get more people watching, and generally just improve my day-to-day life. That's more as a goal more than a resolution. Because with resolutions, from what I see, it's the cliche factor of, on January 1st, I'm going to do this, I'm going to cut down on meat, I'm not going to drink soda, I'm going to start spending, start going to the gym, as for example. And for the first few weeks they do, but then eventually they start slumming it back a little bit. Then by the time February or March hit, the New Year's resolution is pretty much gone to waste, in my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong, I do know there's some people out there who actually do follow their resolutions, but for some people, for majority of people, it just becomes that fad of people saying they're going to do this, they're going to change this about themselves, and then it doesn't really happen, which is like, well, what was the point of making the big deal in the first place, at least in my sense of mind. I feel like a resolution or any sort of change doesn't necessarily have to happen in the New Year's. I mean, I'm not going to wait till all the way to January 1st, like, it's going to be October, so, okay, I'm going to go on a diet once January 1st hit. That's kind of an excuse, because it's like you're going to make it harder for yourself when you eventually do reach January 1st. It's going to be even harder to do whatever you're going to want to do instead of just doing it right then and there. So for me, if I want to make a change, I'm like, okay, I'll take the weekend, which is just 2 days, and I'll implement it on Monday. That's a little bit more feasible than wait all the way to the next New Year's to implement your changes. And for me, it's just like, if you want to change something, you don't have to wait for it. If you want to, for me, I want to go out more often. I'm not going to wait a full month to do it. I'll just, okay, whenever I have the convenience or have the time to, I'm going to do it instead of just waiting and waiting and waiting. Because the more you wait, the longer it's going to be more difficult, if you understand, to change it because you're going to get more used to the lifestyle you lived before. Now, I'm not saying like a lifestyle, more like what you used to do. Now, then again, these changes are positive, and if you're going to delay the positive and do more negative stuff, it kind of just defeats the purpose of what you actually want, if you understand what I mean. And for me, I just feel like New Year's resolutions should just be replaced with goals for the year. What do I want to do for myself? What do I want to change to get to that point? Nothing short-term, something long-term. Because all the stuff I have planned, I'm definitely not going to be able to accomplish any of them in the first month of the year. But it's more like, it's definitely going to happen by the end of the year if I work hard to it. And you kind of have to have that sense of mind when you're going into it, not just like, oh, it's going to be something I'm going to do eventually, but I'm going to wait on it. For me, last year, I had a lot of goals for the last year, and I've accomplished maybe 3 of the 10 I put, which might sound bad, but at least, well, I'd rather take the 3 I did get than had done none of the 10. I'm happy for what I achieved, and I strive to achieve further in this upcoming new year. And I guess for people's mentality, I guess a lot of people, I'm going to say this again, yes, everyone has their own different perspective, everyone does what they want, what depends on what they want to do for their lives, and, we are not obligated to help others, or at least tell them, you got to make this change. It's all up to your choice in the end, and for me, it's just, do what you want to do. I mean, for me, I prefer the term New Year's goals to the resolutions, because New Year's resolutions just sounds stupid in my opinion. So for me, for this year, I'm just going to give you an example, just for what the sake of a New Year goal should be. A New Year goal for me is, I do want to drop to 200 pounds because Let Chill Talk is kind of like I'm opening myself to you guys, the viewers, and I am not comfortable. I'm actually not. That's not what I say. I'm not happy with the way I look, the way I am right now. I would love to drop some pounds. My heaviest was around 240 something. I was edging to 250, which kind of scared me because that's like, even though that's a far away goal from like a bigger thing for like 300 or 500, it's like I really should be watching myself. And the good thing is that heavy weight was about a couple of years ago. I now weigh around the 220s, which granted, someone of my stature, I'm around 5'10", 5'11". Not exactly a great, weight to have. Usually doctors prefer it to be under 200. So for me, a New Year's goal would be change my lifestyle for the goal of reaching to 200 pounds. I'm not saying I'm going to, but I at least want to strive for it, and I'm going to make every single effort I can to reach that goal. And a resolution for me, it's like, well, there really isn't much because everything is part of the goal. So it's like, I'll just work towards the goal and not just say, okay, I'm going to just cut out soda for a month, or I'm not going to drink soda because, okay, soda's maybe going to cut out a pound a month, or it just depends how much you drink in quantity, but eventually you just get stagnant, and it just depends on your food consumption and what you do, if you're active or not, or if you're moving constantly, and it just leads to that. So for me, just to wrap it up, because I kind of went all over the place today, sorry guys. First episode of the new year, not exactly the best format possible. New Year's resolutions, I'm not against it, I'm just not a fan of them anymore, and I advise you to go for New Year goals. Don't just focus on stuff you're going to do short term, focus on the stuff you want to do long term. What do you want to do when you reach the new year, or when you reach the end of 2018, which I know it sounds crazy, but then again, I was remembering this time around last year, it was 2017, like, 2017 is going to be a long ride, and 2017 is over, and I'm still a little bit understand, like, Jesus Christ, 2017 is over, we're going to get into a brand new year. So, comment below, what are your goals for 2018? I would like to hear them, and I'm glad, I'll always be there in the comments to talk. And always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video, share the video, like us on Facebook, like us on Twitter, and most importantly with this video, do not do anything sexual with it. And as always, subscribe if you want to see more from Let Chill Talk, and as well, I will see you guys as well